There we go. It would help if my microphone was actually on. Okay, rough start. But here we are with TEW 2020. Booking some more WWF kind of from the beginning, but if it started in 2021, essentially, I guess the fall of WWF mod or WWE mod. So then I started it back up as WWF. And actually, a couple housekeeping things real quick. The Miz needs to have Maurice as his manager. Maurice? I need the team of Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party with Lindsay and Grand Metalik as a unit. Add the team. Oh, and Undisputed Era. We only have 2 members. Undisputed Era. No, not Bobby Fish. Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly as a unit. Add the team. All right. Time to start booking the show. We have one match already ready to be pre-booked. Finn Balor versus John Cena for the WWF Championship in the main event, of course. So let's add that. Add to booking sheet. We'll give them 24 minutes. They can do it. And for this match specifically, we will be replacing Bad News Barrett on commentary with CM Punk, the number 1, technically I guess number 2, contender to Finn Balor's WWF Championship. Finn Balor is going to win, assuming John Cena allows that. I did not check for that first, but it should be okay. It is not okay. All right, let's keep Cena strong. And let's protect him while we're at it. You know what? John Cena can be unprotected and unkept stronged. And he'll just get a pay raise after the match. Yep, continue anyways. A bit of a, I know you're upset, but here's some money. So what we'll do is I'll book this show, and then after this, we'll kick it over to WWE.com, and I'll give a little bit of a review of Raw. Then we'll book another show, kick it back to WWE.com, do a review of NXT, and then either book another show or wrap it up, depending on how I feel at the time. Should I say review of NXT? Because I meant preview. I might have said review, but it's tonight. So, Finn Balor versus John Cena is decided. The matches we had to build up to for WrestleMania are these. So let's get, right, Goldberg and Triple H, they've got a feud going on right now, where Triple H comes out, still quite angry that Goldberg keeps spearing him. Goldberg spears him again. Triple H, Bill Goldberg. Let's see what Bill Goldberg's stats are before we go rating him on anything. Charisma, star quality, menace. Menace is an 84. That's pretty good. And it doesn't really take star quality to come out and spear someone, so let's go menace. 7 minutes, we'll go. Triple H doesn't want to be scripted, that's okay. Booking? Oh, right, because Cena's unhappy. That's just gonna stay there for the whole show. A match. We have the Bret Hart Invitational qualifying, or Bret Hart Invitational ladder match to get more wrestlers into. So the people that need to qualify still are Buddy Murphy, and then Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, and they will be qualifying together right now in a tag team match against Undisputed Era against a face Lucha House Party? Yeah, Lucha House Party. Let's go 15 minutes with Kyle O'Reilly picking up the victory. Storytelling, open script, not types, decisive. Book, and then let's see, we have, because this is the last day that I'm doing qualifying matches, I don't need to add any more lost qualifiers, like people who lost the qualifying matches. So let's get Carl Anderson, Entertainment, Luke Gallows, Entertainment, Rey Mysterio, Overness, off screen, and Dominic Mysterio, just off screen. Club, come out, say their nerd meter is off the charts whenever the Mysterios come to town. Very, about as basic can get promo. Book, and then a qualifying match. It will be Buddy Murphy versus a face who is not unimportant. Kalisto already lost a qualifying match. Sami Zayn is in it. Zack Ryder. Okay, I guess we're going unimportant. Kurt Stallion. Yeah. Okay. Kurt Stallion. I get him and Anthony August Gray, or either August or Austin Gray in NXT currently. I get those two mixed up because they both kind of came from Evolve, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I'm mistaken. Storytelling, open, script, decisive. Book. Let's see. MVP, Lashley, or Bobby Lashley, excuse me. And Leo Rush, Entertainment, Menace. How does Leo Rush do on Entertainment? Because in real life, he's very good. I'm gonna give him Entertainment. Scripted, and then off-screen, The Undertaker, because we're building to that at WrestleMania. MVP comes out, starts listing legends that Lashley is better than, includes Undertaker. 45 more minutes to book. Add a 6-man match. Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso versus Faces. Male, Dominic... No, not Dominic Mysterio. Not the Mysterios at all. Angelo Dawkins, and then Hanson and Rowe. Save 15 minutes with Roman Reigns picking up the victory. However, during the match, we get a commercial hyping up John Cena's return later tonight. So that continues on the Cena versus Reigns feud. So the next week we'll have Reigns come out and be like, hey, when I'm out there, you focus on me. Don't quit paying attention to other people. You can even, like, maybe even beat up a cameraman. That could be interesting. So, because of the little video package playing, Cena versus Reigns storyline actually starts with this. Ooh. Okay. I'll do that later. Okay. Seth Rollins, Edge, Entertainment. We get another replay of Edge eliminating Rollins from the Rumble. Rollins go boo-hoo, Edge go tee-hee. Tee-hee. They can make that work. This is why I'd like to be a writer in WWE. Just give Edge and Seth Rollins this, and then just tell them, go, yeah, go ahead. Can you make sense of that? Rollins go boo-hoo, Edge go tee-hee. Book segment. A match. Let's get Brock Lesnar wrestling, but if you get Brock Lesnar wrestling on television, you need to hype that up big time. So let's get Jeff Hardy versus Dolph Ziggler. No, Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler. They can go a good amount of time. Let's get Sami Zayn the win because I am a fan of Sami Zayn. I also like Dolph Ziggler, but that ship has kind of sailed, unfortunately. Book the segment. And to start the show, no. Oh, we gotta keep tradition. Oh no, okay. John Cena comes out, says he's glad to be back. Well, I'll get to this actually when we get to it. So Finn Balor, CM Punk, Entertainment, Roman Reigns, overness off screen, and then who is a good heel? Abyss. No. Disposition of heel. Male, status active. Search. Ooh. No. Cameron Grimes, baby. Let's see here. What do we... I don't know who we should go with. The Miz! Duh! Okay. Alright. The Miz. Entertainment. Cena says, glad to be back. Balor says not for long after main event. Punk says not to underestimate Cena. Ran out of room. Not to underestimate John Cena. Let me actually book this, and then, since this is the first segment of the show, well, almost first segment, we have one more segment to book. Bray Wyatt. Being creepy. Okay. Start the show. 73, the very opening of the show, is, as tradition, Bray Wyatt being a little creepster. Got a 73. Next segment. Okay. 74, that's really good for... I mean, I realize Bray Wyatt just got 73, but with this many moving pieces, that's very good. So, Raw officially kicks off with John Cena coming out saying he's glad to be back. Glad WWE is back. Glad the fans are back. Hey, kitty, what are you doing? All right. Yep, just settle on down then. Balor says John Cena won't be back for very long after the main event because it is Balor versus John Cena in the main event for the WWF Championship. CM Punk comes out and tells Finn Balor to never underestimate John Cena. He has learned that firsthand on many, many, many occasions, both with near losses and full-on losses. The Miz comes out and says that he also knows about John Cena and that John Cena, it's okay to be underestimated by because The Miz beat him at WrestleMania 27. CM Punk says that he remembers beating The Miz a lot. Miz says he remembers it differently. Long story short, booked for next week. CM Punk's in-ring return on television. CM Punk versus The Miz. Pre-book. Next segment, 58. That's... wow. That's real bad. Sami Zayn defeated Dolph Ziggler. These two are both in the Bret Hart Invitational ladder match. So I will have to set up that as a feud in the storylines. So this can actually get some meaning behind it. Next, 82, we get another replay. This is the third time in 3 weeks that we get a replay of Edge eliminating Rollins from the Royal Rumble. Rollins go boo-hoo, Edge go tee-hee. And just hand that paper to him, backstage, see what they make of it. They could do it. I think they could do it. They could figure something out, at least. 64, Roman Reigns and the Usos defeated Angelo Dawkins and War Machine. Reigns had a performance of 73. The lowest was Raw with 41. During the show, or during the match, we had a replay, I guess, of earlier in the show when John Cena returned. So that will come into play later on down the line. Next, 53, MVP comes out, starts listing legends that Lashley is better than, includes The Undertaker. The new Hurt Business coming out. Next, 49, Kurt Stallion was penalized due to being in extremely poor form. In a Funk attribute? I've never seen that before. Interesting. Anyway, Buddy Murphy defeated Kurt Stallion to qualify for the Bret Hart Invitational ladder match. Kitty, move. You are, like, directly in the way. Next. 51, Club come out, say their nerdometer is off the charts whenever the Mysterios come to town. We can actually pre-book that match for WrestleMania. Pre-book match, because that is official now. I don't remember how or when it became official, but it's official now. Good Brothers versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Save for the WWF Tag Team Championship. Pre-book. Next, 60. The Undisputed Era defeated the Lucha House Party to qualify both for the Bret Hart Invitational ladder match. So with that, we can actually get that all set up for the pre-booking. Pre-book match. Search. Get a ladder match going. 9. Standard 7. Wait, what? It's 10. Huh? Add a new match, I guess. Not submission, not time, not that. Ladder. Item retrieval. Ladder. Lad. That works. Ladder. Okay. Lad. I guess that works. One fall. No. Or yes. It is a default match. Item retrieval. Ladders. I believe that's all I need to know. Or to put down. So, save. Injury risk must be at least average. Where's... Oh, there it is. Average. Content. Then tell me that when the other thing has a problem. Okay, putting this off to the side so I can see it properly. We have Abyss, Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy, Sami Zayn, Andrade, Buddy Murphy, Dominic Dijakovic, Lio Rush, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. For the Bret Hart Invitational Championship. Next, 60. Triple H comes out, still very quite angry that Goldberg keeps spearing him. And then Goldberg spears him. Next, 68. I feel like that should have been better. Weird. Balor had a performance of 70. John Cena had 68. That is bizarre. Show increased popularity in 55 regions. That's good. Overall rating was 70. Finish the show. Hey, giant space crab grab. Let's see what emails we have. TV rating is 2.1 million. I believe that's up. Show history. Yeah, whoa, that's way up. Nice. So John Cena has morale issues, yep, for not wanting to lose to Finn Balor, but it is... On one hand, it's John Cena, which is why we give him the big bucks, but on the other hand, it's also Finn Balor, which is why we'd like to give him the big bucks. Quite a few morale issues. Oh well. Let's auto-advance to the next Monday Night Raw, and then pull up WWE.com and kind of go over what happened on Raw in real life. There and there. I want to keep this right there so we can still see if it's loading. Okay, full Raw results. Oh, right, Mason T-Bar attacked Drew McIntyre. Viking Raiders defeated Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Viking Raiders don't really do anything for me. I think they're good. I just don't see them with this gimmick having that big of a ceiling in WWE, if that makes sense. I feel like they're destined to be that kind of 80s a job as a character, and I don't know, I guess Viking is a job. Charlotte engaged in a war of wars with Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Is that supposed to be words? I think that's supposed to be words, because all they did was talk. Whoops. Who wrote this? WWE.com staff. Well, that explains it. Yeah. I don't know. They do this a lot where, like, it's almost like filling time where they put the main event out there to talk, which I realize I did literally just do like 5 minutes ago in my show, but I am also not real WWE. So it's different. But I like for like main event, the main event wrestlers, the first time I see them in the show is either, oh geez, kitty, is either walking to the main event or in the main event. That's just my personal preference. So this segment really didn't do anything for me. Riddle defeated Randy Orton. Oh, I missed this. I missed the end of this. Nice. Good for Riddle and good for Randy Orton for putting someone over. He did that with Keith Lee, and I guess, yeah, good for both of them. It's always nice to see, like, I don't want to say older because like we're getting the best Randy Orton we've gotten in a while. But he is on the older side, obviously. He's a bit of a veteran. So it's nice to see them putting over the younger people. Naomi and Lana defeated Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I mean, this women's tag team division is like bad. Like, I don't really have anything else to say about it other than, like, it's bad. It's not good. It had potential. I'm glad they tried it. They're just not doing so well at it. Here we've got a couple of house shows. I'm gonna finish this up real quick. Damian Priest came out during Miz TV. Yeah, they're still doing that feud, which is good for Priest. Elias defeated Kofi Kingston. Still no AJ Styles or Omos. Haven't seen them since Mania. Definitely with the women's tag needing a reboot. They need more, like... So, a constant... Not a constant, but like a, big criticism of tag teams in general is that they feel thrown together, and I disagree with that. I think just because we don't see the start of a tag team from start to finish doesn't mean they don't have a valid reason for being together. Like, a recent example was Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. People saw them as just two people with nothing to do, so they put them together and sent them out into the tag team division. That was back in 2019 already. But, I mean, like, some of, like, my best friends have been just because our last names were similar enough to be put on a seating chart. These things happen when, like, maybe their friendship did start in storyline, obviously, because, hey, I'm doing nothing, you're doing nothing, let's go do nothing together. But with the women's division, it really feels like they're not only throwing teams together, they're breaking up teams to throw the members with other people. Because you had the Iconics, and look what happened to them. You broke them up. You put Billie Kay with the Riot Squad. You put Peyton Royce with Lacey Evans. And now they're both gone. Anyway. This Alexa Bliss stuff on Alexa's Playground. I like the Fiend stuff. Oh, who did he say that about? Was that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler? The, normally two singles wrestlers at Mania? We had Drew defeated Mason T-Bar by disqualification. Oh, one of the teams in the turmoil match. Yeah. I wish they would just... I don't know. For the women's tag team division, it really feels like they put two women together, they win the tag titles, and then they decide that they're a tag team. There's no established victories. I mean, we can go through, like, list of WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. There we go. Oh. You have the Boss and Hug Connection, which was an actual established tag team. The Iconics established. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I mean, they had started to become friends, if I remember right. They had the whole, Alexa Bliss had the talk show that Nikki Cross was on, and it was the whole... You know what? Now that I look at it, this completely disproves my entire point. Yeah, no, so far only recently has it been, throw them together to win the title. Whoops, my bad. Mason T-Bar defeated Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman by disqualification, so we had a disqualification leading to a match that led to a disqualification, which I mean, that's kind of next level. Like, what? Damian Priest defeated The Miz. That's good. Always need, like I said before with Riddle, always needing the young guys getting a win. And I realized Damian Priest is like 38 or something, which is old for a wrestler if you started at 20. But since I think he started at like 35 or 36 or something. Damian Priest, let's see when he started. Oh, 2004. Oh, wow. Okay, I had no idea he's been working for that long. Ooh, okay. I mean, if he can go, he can go. It's just got to be careful for the decline coming up. Sheamus beat down Humberto Carrillo before their open challenge match. Whatever gets Humberto Carrillo on television. And Asuka defeated Charlotte. And after the match, Charlotte beat up the referee, leading to... Where is it? Where did it go to the bottom? A suspension and fine of $100,000. Obviously, that's in storyline, but it's kind of confusing why they would bring her back and then send her away. And they did the same thing with, I believe, Braun, although that was different. That was a different situation because he came back for the Royal Rumble and then he got like a blood infection or something, and he was gone for a little bit again. So not entirely their fault. Another one like that is Finn Balor came back to win the NXT Championship and then left with the broken jaw. Huh. Anyway, that sums up Monday Night Raw. CC Blackout. Let's see how Chavo Guerrero did booking his first show. Puma defeated Davey Richards. TJ Perkins is the inaugural CC champion. Joe and Lethal. Samoa Joe defeated James Ellsworth and Shane Thorne. Reed Bentley defeated Tursas. Tursas? I believe he's in Impact right now. And then Snoop Strikes, Doc Bruton, and Ryan Davidson defeated Kyle Matthews, Big Neil, and Austin Tyler Morris. Who is Snoop Strikes and who is Doc Bruton? Turned pro in January 2017. Weird. Okay, hey, I'm all for it, sure. And I'm assuming this is Snoop Strikes, Coto Brazil. Okay, I mean, hey, good job, Chavo, on booking that show, I guess. Now we have WWF Raw. Okay, so the pre-booked main event, CM Punk in his television return versus The Miz. go 18 minutes. CM Punk picking up the win, of course. Open, script, decisive. And on commentary, let's replace Bad News Barrett with Finn Balor. And an angle, John Cena and Roman Reigns, both entertainment. No. Cena overness and off-screen. Reigns is upset that Cena ad played during his match. Demands that if Reigns is in the ring, the camera is on him. Book that segment. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get the Bret Hart Invitational ladder match. Set up as a feud. So we've got Abyss, Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy, and Sami Zayn, as well as Andrade, Buddy Murphy, Dominik Dijakovic, Lio Rush, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. Now let's have Hardy and Zayn versus Undisputed Era. Jeff Hardy, Sami Zayn, exclude already booked, just to get that in there, versus the Undisputed Era. With Jeff Hardy picking up the win. Decisive book segment. Okay. The big culmination of Triple H and Goldberg, in a way. Triple H says he won't be speared 4 times in a row. Goldberg spears, but Triple H evades and runs. Triple H finally keeping his word. Menace Entertainment. Triple H does not like to be scripted. Let's go 7 minutes. Book. A one-on-one match. Carl Anderson versus Dominic Mysterio. It's going to have to be kind of short because Dominic is green. So Carl Anderson picking up the win, of course. Open, script, decisive. Book. And then, let's see here. I did not build up Lesnar and Angle. So Kurt and Brock. Brock rated on overness or Menace, and then Kurt rated on Entertainment. Scripted. Angle versus Lesnar announced for Mania. Hype video featuring past feuds. Book. And then a match. I should probably actually put a women's division on the show, like starting now. I have not been doing well with that at all. So, for the championship at Mania, let's have it be Mercedes Martinez, Naomi, and Nikki Bella. So for the women's championship, Nikki Bella versus Naomi versus Mercedes. And now let's have Nikki versus Naomi. Set that up in the storylines. Nikki, Naomi. Oh, and Mercedes. No, we can't have the very first women's match ending in a draw. Let's have Nikki pick up the win. Storytelling, open, script, decisive with interference. Naomi attacked by Mercedes. Actually, a story we could do for that is Naomi gets involved in the match early on against Nikki, and then later in the match gets involved against Naomi. You think it's going to be she saw the light and is joining Nikki, but in reality, she just sees both of them as a threat. Let's go 14 minutes. Book. Okay. We are about to get a replay of Edge eliminating Rollins, but instead an Edge blunder that Rollins makes fun of. I don't know what that would be. Maybe he... I guess losing to Undertaker, maybe? I don't know. At WrestleMania 24. Ending his undefeated streak. I think that would be a good blunder for Seth to point out. Book. Seth Rollins doesn't want to be scripted. That is fine. Thank you. Add a match. Let's get another... Let's get the Hurt Business. Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush versus Lucha House Party. That way we can get... I believe Lio Rush is fairly down on the card. So this is a nice way to give him a win without having the opponent be upset. And without having the crowd be upset about seeing people that are unimportant. And let's say, actually, on commentary is Bad News Barrett being replaced by MVP. And during it, MVP is once again trash-talking The Undertaker. Book the segment. And then an angle. Let's see. We covered that. Covered that. Covered that. Covered that. That. All of these are being covered. So now, major stars. Add an angle. Bret Hart. Bret Hart talks about the importance of the upcoming ladder match. He is a bit biased because it is named after him. But let's see what he has to say. And then add a match. Abyss. Oh, shit. Abyss versus Dominik Dijakovic. I'm not even going to choose a winner for this one. I'm going to let... Who's in charge? I'm going to let Triple H decide. Just storytelling, open script, decisive. Book the segment. And now, the weekly tradition. The show's starting out with Bray Wyatt being the creep master that he is. Book segment. Start the show. 79 Bray Wyatt is still excellent at being creepy. It would be concerning if he wasn't a television character. Next. 53 Abyss defeated Dominik Dijakovic. Little surprised Triple H didn't go with one of his kids, but okay. Abyss had 44. Dominik Dijakovic had 53. 68. Bret Hart talks about the importance of the upcoming Bret Hart Invitational ladder match. The winner, of course, becoming the inaugural Bret Hart Invitational Champion, which is the rename of the Intercontinental Championship. And for as long as they hold that belt, we'll have Bret Hart as a manager. Next, 59, Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush defeated Lucha House Party with a knockout punch. Jesus Christ. Calm down, Bobby. Lashley had 61. Lio Rush had 51. Grand Metalik had 53. And Lince Dorado had 42. I like to think that wasn't scripted. Like, imagine, like, Lashley's just, like, sitting there watching the Lucha House Party, like, jump around the ring, being all like, this is getting ridiculous, and just decks them. During the match, MVP was on commentary and shit-talked The Undertaker. Next. 77. We are just about to get another replay, 4th replay in 4 weeks, of Edge eliminating Rollins, but instead, an Edge blunder that Rollins... How did I finish the sentence? That Rollins... Whatever. Edge, Seth Rollins shows an Edge blunder. I don't exactly remember how I was going to end that sentence, but that's what happens. So next, 47, Nikki Bella defeated Naomi by pinfall with a twin magic. That's... You're missing someone there, Nikki. It's not twin magic in this case, it's just magic. Which, impressive. But you see the issue here. 47. They both had 44, and during the match, Mercedes Martinez attacked both of them. Next. 74. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar is announced for WrestleMania, and we get a hype video featuring their past feuds. So, pre-book the match. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Honestly, just looking to the future, that might be another one that I leave up to the road agent. Next. 50, Carl Anderson defeated Dominic Mysterio. It will be the Good Brothers, aka the Club, versus the Mysterios at WrestleMania for the Tag Team Championship. Next, 64, Triple H says he won't be speared 4 times in a row by Goldberg Goldberg comes out to spear him, and Triple H evades. He gets out of there. He runs out of there. He's gotten speared 3 times in a row. He is not getting that 4th. Next, 57. To promote the Bret Hart Invitational ladder match, Jeff Hardy and Sami Zayn defeated the Undisputed Era. At least what I have of the Undisputed Era. Zayn had 61. Jeff Hardy had 55. Kyle O'Reilly had 60. And Roderick Strong with 57. Next, 68. Reigns comes out and is upset that a John Cena advertisement played during his match last week and demands that if Roman Reigns is in the ring, the camera stays on him. Very upset. Next. No John Cena on the show. I just realized he was only there in spirit by being mentioned. Whoops. In the main event, 73, CM Punk defeated The Miz with the Pepsi Plunge. Good lord, haven't seen that in a while. CM Punk had a performance of 79, and The Miz had 59. Finish, the whole show got 71 and increased popularity in 55 regions. Finish the show. We will now be going with the NXT preview. And then after that, I will wrap it up for the day. And then tomorrow, at around the same time, 5:15 Central Time. No, not. Shit. Sometime after that. I have an appointment tomorrow. I have to write that down. Sometime after that, I'll put more details on Twitter, but sometime after that, I will come on with a review of NXT, as well as a couple to a few more shows, which actually first, let's see the emails. Oh no, Montez Ford has swivel hips. Sorry, TEW, do you want to run that by me one more time? Swivel hips? Oh, he's working through it. Is that a real thing? Tell me that's not a real thing. Swivel hips. Well, all I'm getting for swivel hips on Google is an exercise. It doesn't seem like it's a injury. It just seems like it's more of a inconvenient thing to do. Triple H opinion, Lince Dorado has poor ring psychology. He is not worth keeping around. Disagree. Raw had 2.1 million viewers. We're if that's a lower, it's only lower by like tens of thousands. Okay. Oh my god, I thought that said $74 million in debt. Show history. So from 2.120, 2.112, we're climbing. 8,000 more viewers. Hell yeah. So now let's go check out NXT real quick. See what they've got announced so far. Kylo O'Reilly. Kylo, oh my god. Like, the basis of his name was there. The inflection was off. Kyle O'Reilly will return. Very curious to see where they go with this. There was a lot of speculation that Adam Cole was going to end up called up to the main roster following WrestleMania, especially given the match. I don't know. I really wish Undisputed Era would have come to the main roster. They could have done this feud on the main roster. And where does Roderick Strong go? Like, didn't he, like, quit? I mean, like, the character, not him, obviously. I think he quit last week on NXT. Say anything about that? No. So, overall, I'm enjoying this implosion of Undisputed Era feud. I wish it didn't have to happen, but since they're making it happen, judging it based on that, they're doing well. You know, like, I like it at least. The whole thing with the security footage in Kyle O'Reilly's training gym, that was really well done. The whole police chase was a little hokey, but wrestling's hokey. Kushida issues open NXT Cruiserweight title challenge for tonight. Ooh. I like Kushida a lot, even if I can't pronounce his name properly the first time, apparently. Kushida. I hope they don't have Santos Escobar answer, though. I like open challenges to be like, here's someone who may not have normally gotten a title shot. Like, it would make sense in storyline for Santos Escobar to answer. Kind of this is how you got me, so here's how I'm gonna get you kind of thing. But they mentioned Resident Time Splitter. What if I was gonna suggest Alex Shelley, but he's currently in Impact. That would be cool if Alex Shelley could answer, though. Obviously impossible, but Sarray set to debut against Zoe Stark. They are pushing Zoe Stark, like, majorly. Like, not necessarily with wins, but with television time. I'm not entirely against it. It's just kind of curious. Like, you have such a hard time building stars, and now all of a sudden here's someone I'm supposed to care about. And I do care about her, but what are you playing at here? I am not even slightly what's the word I'm looking for? In the know, I guess, on Sarray. But I mean, stacking a stacked women's division is always good. Dexter Lumis looks to avenge Gauntlet Eliminator defeat against LA Knight. LA Knight, I liked him as Eli Drake in Impact. I really liked his whole dummy, let me talk to you, but now it's just, I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's overstayed its welcome for me, or if he's actually doing worse at it, but it really feels like such a cheap imitation of what he was doing. And I don't think it's anybody's fault in that. I think if you just do a character for long enough, I mean, he started doing that, in 2016? So that's 5 years. If you do it for long enough, you're gonna start to seem like a parody of yourself, especially with such a he has some comedy to him. He's not a comedy character. He's not a humorous character. It's not a laughable character, but there is, you go around to saying, let me talk to you. You point each side of the ring when you say your name. That's some comedy involved in the character. And for 5 years to be doing that same kind of comedy character, it's just a parody in, like, a bad way. Not a good, funny parody, like a bad parody. Dexter Lumis I love, though. I love his whole thing. If they could, like, figure out a way to silence the crowd, even if they just mute everything but the commentators, if they could get Dexter Lumis back to, like, walking in, like, doing that fist walk into the ring to complete dead silence, that was like peak Dexter Lumis. And he's still very good, but just the way he would do that when he would like look into the camera, it was so unsettling in the best way possible. Okay, so with that NXT preview, I'm actually going to head out of here. I will stream again tomorrow sometime after 6 p.m. Central Time with more of this, probably 2 more episodes, and a review of NXT. So, with that, thanks for watching. Oh, and these do get uploaded to YouTube as well. I've started doing that. Same name, Hmblittleman. Anyway, goodbye.